Okay, so we just had kind of a more serious one, so it's always good to take the edge off with some junk that I was sent here, and I do mean junk. I don't think there's anything good in here. I think this is all just a batch of shit.
Just takes a batch
just
of shit.
Terrible. This here, this is like, I feel like there was a way to do this that would have been like less space and still had conveyed the message. Do you not see it?
Yes.
Is it taking you a minute to see it?
I see it.
Do you?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why we have this character down here.
That character, funnily enough, was inspired by me. This Inks Only page is, they're the ones that do all those Simpsons memes.
Oh, okay.
And they made like these little characters based off of me.
So this is a the lady's crotch in his armpits.
Yep.
Another one of those kind of morphing tattoos.
Yeah, I can see that this makes you uncomfortable.
No, I just
you don't like crude humor like this.
I really don't.
Whenever I make like a dirty joke or something, you look at me like I'm an idiot. It's
sorry, YouTube land. I think that crude humor is for idiots.
I don't think so at all. I think there's a place for it.
I think that when people start using swears when they talk, and then when they start using crude words, I think they sound uneducated.
I don't think you worked in enough like labor areas, because it's just, and high stress too.
Have you met my family?
Yeah, they're like, that's not a good indicator of anything.
Yeah, we're like bougie though.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I think in fact there have been some studies actually that have said that people who swear more are more intelligent.
Yeah, probably.
So I don't know if that's true. I'm sure there's evidence of the contrary too.
Like
I just don't think that it has anything to do with intellect.
We don't need to have this argument right
No, I just don't think that it's like, I think that those things are like, some people have different senses of humor or forms of expression.
Anyways, I really hate these kinds of tattoos. I think they're a waste of space.
Yeah, this one I can kind of get behind in a way, because it's like, yeah, it's done with the intention of looking shitty.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there was never an intention of this being like something.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, something that anyone would want. Like, you're not going to see this trending.
No.
Like, I'm not worried about getting this thing sent in here and having it to do it 4 times a week, you know?
No.
Whereas, you know, those infinity symbols and shit like that. This is a hilarious little one-off. And the fact that he did it in his armpit, like, he committed to the joke in a way that's unusual, right? Because most people, and I don't agree, I don't think armpit tattoos are very painful, but like most people commonly believe that it's the worst place to get tattooed. Also, this is going to get even funnier because I have a feeling this dude is very hairy.
Oh, I know. I was just thinking he's going to be able to design her hair however he wants.
Well, he'll be able to sculpt it, but the more likely is he'll just let it grow full bore. And it'll just be a hairy ass and vagina with legs.
Yeah.
It'll be like, almost like, what the fuck is that? And the only way you ever really know is if he shaves.
It gives Rem joy.
It's the ultimate, like, hidden peekaboo thing, right? Like, hidden treasure tattoo, where it's like, half of the time it's just going to be a couple of black, like, objects. Because this dude's going to be furry.
Oh, yeah.
In no time, I got a feeling. But, I mean, it's fairly well done for what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, the idea is when he puts his arm down, her legs come together.
Yeah.
Right? But, like...
And then you have that little...
There's no way to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a kick out of this. I thought it was...
It's kind of funny.
Look how happy he is.
I mean,
He's a happy fella.
He looks like he made the best joke on the face of the planet.
I mean, he's a happy guy. That's... Yeah. This one, however, not so happy.
That's the Fallen skateboard brand F, right? Or
is it? I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like an F. I know it says fuck, but it doesn't look like an F. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is it not Fallen Skateboards? It's a thing. Someone tell me what it is. I know it's a brand.
Also, this is more scarification than it is tattoo. Like, there's places where I don't think there's actually any ink in there. Like, along the bottom of that sea is basically not there.
Oh, no, they didn't. To me, this is someone who has no idea what they're doing. They didn't dip their machine in ink for most of this tattoo.
Well, I'm thinking that they thought they were doing it right. Like, I don't think they were needling this person with no ink. I don't think that's what was happening.
You don't think so?
No, I think they
Maybe they were running too fast?
I just think they have no idea what they're doing. Like, I don't know what's hard to understand. It's like a shitty scratcher basement. This could have been done in a meth lab.
You can only hope that there's almost nothing there, and then they could go and get a nice one. They probably won't.
This is like a problem of like, oh, well, yeah, you can cover it, but it's a huge cover-up, and like, this is going to be some scar tissue for sure, right? There's like no ink in here. This is mostly going to be scarring, and then whatever you cover is going to mostly have that like fuck in a way visible behind it without a lot of distraction.
Do you think they should just get fucked again?
I don't think so. And also, I don't think that a person that gets this tattoo is thinking about much of anything.
No.
Like, the moment is all there is. Like, there's no 5 minutes from now. There's no, where is this go? Like, what is this going to look like down? There's none of that. All of that is out the window. This is like, a tattoo is not a tattoo is a tattoo. Like, some people think that all tattoos are the same. Like, if you have tattoos, you're trashy. This is trashy as fuck. Right?
Yeah, this
like,
is
no pun intended.
Trashy.
But like, there's nice ways to have tattoos on your back.
To me, like, this just reminds me of like the sheer number of people who've been coming into the shop, and I think this is a trend. Well, I tattoo myself all the time, right?
Well, it's because you can get anything you need to tattoo yourself on Amazon.
I know,
for like $100.
And I have not seen.
And most people don't value their bodies, so they just destroy themselves.
I have not seen one good tattoo on any of these people.
Well, they don't want a good tattoo. They want a tattoo.
It's just
like they're not. There's no bar for quality. Like, quality is like, you see the stuff that people are happy to pay for in this city.
No, I know. It's just like one of those things where I see why our industry is like falling apart a little bit, because like, why would you pay someone to give you a shitty tattoo when you can give yourself a shitty tattoo?
Well, and because most people can't tell you the difference between a good tattoo and a bad tattoo, so what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
I may as well do it myself, or have my cross-eyed brother do it for me, right?
You don't have a cross-eyed brother.
Well, no, but like, he's basically looking at the wall while he's doing it, but...
And like, your brother does nicer tattoos.
It looks like the wall, or it looks like fuck, right? Like, I could read it.
Yeah.
So it conveys the message they were going for.
I feel like
so why bother with the money?
This next one, you probably are just so happy about.
Yeah, it's not, though. It's like a whole bunch of them. This artist did a whole bunch of these.
A bunch of Steven Seagal?
We have been getting a few requests for Steven Seagal tattoos. Look, they're all different.
Oh, that's so adorable. I would really like to see one with like a kung fu belt or something.
Well, he needs to be modernized, like new school Steven Seagal.
He's not fat enough?
Yeah, he's a big boy, and he looks angry. Like, he looks angry all the time, and like, he's doing these. Like, I don't know if anyone's run into. I went down this wormhole one time. On Facebook, he's doing all these fucking like videos of him like fake fighting people, and they're all like flying away from him, and every time he touches them they're like falling down, and it's fucking hilarious to watch, like, because they're all just pretending.
It's insanity.
And it's just like, there's no way I believe that this 75-year-old man could be this dominating anymore.
No,
like, I'm sure he was at some point.
It's all just
he could barely move.
A big production. It's like the poke of death.
Yeah,
everybody knows what that is.
It's way less believable than really poorly done professional wrestling.
Yeah.
And like, it's crazy to me like how popular action heroes were in the 90s and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of wish I miss.
I miss all the old movies.
There's a part of me that really misses like lining up at the theater to go see a good action movie. They don't exist.
I wouldn't say that these were good.
A
right?
Good, bad
I think
action
he had
movie.
maybe one or two good action movies,
know
and the
what
rest
I
of them were
mean.
like, they were all pretty bad and just kind of like hilarious.
For me, the first Transformers movie marks the end of good. Like, that was the last good action movie
Those
I
are a
remember
little
seeing
different
in the
because those are
theater.
like kind of comic book movie-esque. Like that's like those are Hollywood blockbuster, but these were like a lot of times the old action movies were done on a fairly small budget.
Yeah, I know. My dad would have loved these.
Like, what's funny is like long after Steven Seagal movies started going to or stopped going to theaters, my stepdad had Steven Seagal movies like direct to DVD coming to the house, and he would just
I can see my
he'd
dad
just be
doing the
watching
same
these
thing.
things just on his own, just up in the living room, just
He still is up in the living room watching weird action movies on Netflix.
well, they're still being made.
Yeah,
But I can't imagine there's much, like, because they don't go to theater anymore.
there's not blockbusters anymore. I have like this really big nostalgia for, that idea of going to the theater and seeing a good movie.
These are really well done little tattoos, and they have his likeness.
Yeah.
But, like, I almost don't give a fuck. Like, they could have been bad. It just, all it did for me was make me smile, because, like I've been telling people whenever, like I'll mention every now and then, did you see the shit Steven Seagal's doing? Like, they talk about him on Joe Rogan quite often.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable. And it's always a matter of like, well, I'm sure he is legit in some way, but it can't be real. Like, there's no way it's real.
Just craziness.
I'm not saying he couldn't kick my ass. I'm sure he could. He could put me in my place, I'm certain. But like, those videos, if you haven't seen those videos, you gotta go watch them. It's a laugh riot. Get some popcorn.
Sometimes when Rem finds a new one, I'll open my messenger and he'll have sent me one, and then he'll be like, "Did you watch that?"
They're
video I
like
sent you?"
memes for me.
And I'm like, "No." And then 20 minutes later, there's another one and the same one, and then he just keeps sending them, and he just doesn't stop.
This would be in my flash book. Like, I would just have different Steven Seagals, just him as different creatures,
Oh,
and
man.
like just different poses.
That's
And
funny.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
I think I could see Alex doing things like that. Like, that's really she's
Yeah,
got,
but
like,
no,
funny
because she's
flash.
too young and no one understands it. Like, younger people won't get it. You have to be like you have to be in that like mid 30s to like 50s.
But that's the problem with the older Flash. Like, I have the Hobbit cartoon Flash. I have Last Unicorn Flash. I had
Your Hobbit
Beetlejuice
looks like Merlin.
Flash.
That's not the thing.
Anyways, I have a lot of 90s, 80s cartoon Flash in my book because I'm 30, so maybe I'll have some clients that are 30. No one wants them.
To be honest, we're
got
we're
Garfield.
getting to the end of that.
No
We're-
one
we're-
wants Garfield.
We're a little older than 30. I'm fine with that, but I understand women care a little more about their age than
Yeah, I
men.
look like I'm 10, so it's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I really like these Steven Seagal tattoos, and they made me so happy. I just had to find a place for them on here.